Feel the thunder of the pitch, the roar of the crowd, and witness the rising of our nation. St. Lucia, this is the Semi-Professional Football League Season 2. 2 epic tournaments, 143 electrifying matches, 10 venues, 1 island, 1 heartbeat. From June to December 2025, 20 district football leagues will face off. Every match is a battle, every goal is a statement, and every fan is part of the legacy. Who will rise to victory? Play your schedule and be part of history. Visit semiprofootballleague.com and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube for full match fixtures, live coverage, updates, and behind-the-scenes access. This is our season where passion lives and purpose leads.
This is a beautiful game and this is what we love.
St. Lucia Semi-Pro Football League.
Leveraging football to transform lives.
Dream big, make it your own. Home Sweet gets you any style of home. Be yourself saying home sweet home. With a home sweet mortgage, you are number one. Home sweet, home quest, home flex, home switch. See that new home, we get it. Home sweet, home quest, home flex, home switch. Act now when you won't regret it. POSL. Bank of St. Lucia's enhanced home sweet mortgages are designed around you. Home Flex, a home equity line of credit. Home Quest, for professionals building new dreams. And Home Switch, time to bring your mortgage home to us. Home Sweet Mortgages, make it your own. Home Sweet, Home Quest, Home Flex, Home Switch. Need a new home, we get it. POSL. For more information, call 456-6999 or go to bankofstlucia.com. POSL.
In the heart of every community lies a dream waiting to come true as a journey begins. We dribble through life's hurdles, breaking down its barriers, looking beyond the horizon. Lessons are learned, friendships are forged, and strength is birthed from within. Beyond tactics and goals, we strive as a team. With discipline and perseverance, we advance. Through every kick, stumble, and victory, our lives are changing, and together we rise.
It's not just a game. Football is our life.
The St. Lucia Semi-Pro Football League, leveraging football to transform lives.
This is the Semi-Pro Football League. Feel the passion, feel the vibe. Leveraging football to transform lives. St. Lucia Semi-Pro Football League. Let's go! One shot to create your greatness. It's your time to make your name. It's more than just a way of life. This is more than just a game. This is one more reason why we unite with each other. So here comes one more season. This is football to unite the world. When we come alive, we just excite the world. Celebrating.
We do apologize, the DJ is having some problems there. The vulnerability of the national anthem is what's affecting us right now, so the teams can proceed.
Not full lights on last night. I know the difference. Welcome to match 1 this Sunday, right here at the refurbished Francis Babalastic grounds in Grosile, where we're witnessing a tier 1 encounter between next door neighbors, SOUFRIERE and Canaries. Yours truly here, Tennis in Glasgow, in the company of Elijah Williams. And it's a West Coast derby played in the north. That should be very interesting. And the weather has also lent itself to be part of this contest.
Yeah, thank you, Tennyson. I was just about to say it's also a wet coast derby because the heavens have opened up here on Canaries versus SOUFRIERE, 2 teams that will be looking to pick up 3 points. SOUFRIERE rooted firmly at the bottom of the Premier League table on 3 points. Canaries not much better off in place of position in the table, but not necessarily in terms of points. They're on 5 points, but they currently hold on to 6th position. Let me just try to get you guys through the team news quickly. For Canaries, Kimari John resumes in goal. Elias Jones, Rio Longville, normally deployed in the midfield, is in Jean-Baptiste. They make up the midfield. And Derv Jean-Baptiste and Cassius Joseph, they flank MacArthur Louis. For the SOUFRIERE team, Cleonte Alce, he retains his position in goal. Jardel Phillip, the left back, is in the squad. Wendell Joseph returns to the squad after injury. Malik Victorine and Kurt Calix, they make up the back 4. Kevin Clovis, Inanko Sylvester, and Anthony Herman make up the midfield. Shama Simon, Jordan Henry, who's normally in midfield. The captain is on the right wing today. And down the middle is Bradley Joseph.
Interesting enough, corner just taken there by SOUFRIERE. Team still jostling for position, and of course putting together some passes. There we see Derv trying to pull this one through, and results in a corner, very early corner for Canaries.
I think a lot of responsibility may lie on the shoulders of Cassius Messi Joseph today. Donovan Jean-Baptiste unavailable for the Canaries squad today. These two normally the talisman. So young Jaden Longville as well, number 14. He's just 15 years old. He will also be called on. Imagine that, 15-year-old being called on to shoulder some of the responsibility for the senior team.
Well, he has to grow up pretty quick. Football is a man's game. So at 15, he's already in the baptism of fire. I think at 15, he's also done his first communion. So let's see if it's going to pay off. That's right. Let's see if it's going to pay off. But meantime, we see Canaries in control. Ball coming across the box area. And SOUFRIERE able to deal with it. Looking to go across. He did mention Tiso Bradley, very experienced at the back. Of course, you could hear the instructions from his bench. Those two, of course, next door neighbors. Close proximity, of course, at one time, loads of players from Canaries would go down to play in SOUFRIERE and vice versa. So it's a situation that they should know each other. The bragging rights is at stake. Who owns that part of football on the island? We're going to find out.
And if you look into the table on SLUsemiprofootball.com, hasn't been updated just yet. So Central Castries actually occupy the second spot as a shot comes in there from Inanko Sylvester. Deflected wide. And of course, Grosile, they've jumped over Vieux-Fort South and into 4th place. They're tied on points at the moment. Obviously, have played a game more, but they've scored more goals as well. You know, so Of course, V4 South will be playing Leclerc in the second fixture of this evening as the ball comes in from the corner. And another shot on the volley there. SOUFRIERE showing early intent, critic.
Yes, of course, they have some tall players, especially in the box area. So clearly, it looks like something that they have been working on throughout the time off. And again, same kicker. Interesting area. Goalkeeper punching this one out. But again, the height of the SOUFRIERE players.
Nice bit of trickery there by Nanko Sylvester.
There's a little more pace on that cross, but he was able to evade his marker. Here we see Derb too funny trying to force a pass through. It should be a very interesting contest between the two because, like I said, Eli, they're next door neighbors and they know each other pretty well, and they've not been faring too well in the league, this in terms of their exploits. So certainly it's an opportunity where one can get the better of each other, and especially the vital 3 points, because you could be in the seller position, but just to get 3 points to shift that needle up the table can be so helpful.
Well, from 6th position down to 10th, there's not much in it in terms of points. One win can catapult you a couple places up the table and out of the relegation spaces. So SOUFRIERE will be alert to that. Of course, still a pretty long way to go. This is the 6th fixture of an 18-fixture season. They're 1/3 of the way through after tonight's game.
Yeah, loads of football still to play.
Of course, the objective is to get into the semi-final positions, the top 4. I believe this year we've reverted to the more familiar semi-final format, 1v4, 2v3.
That's very interesting, and so that means hence the reason why you need to get as much points as you can to put yourself in a position. And if you make the final 4, you'll probably get an easier opponent to a certain extent. And that's what it's about.
Yeah.
So the points are very, very critical.
Yeah. Thing is, with this format, there are no second chances. Last year's format, 1v2, the loser of that would have had an opportunity to play the winner of 3v4. It is a league and a true sense of a knockout for the semi-finals.
Yeah, interesting format. Very interesting. So that's why you play for the points. You make it very difficult to lose. At least if you draw a game, you can still get a point, and that's what a lot of teams need to aspire to. I know football has 3 results: win, lose, or draw, but try to maintain that sense of discipline within the contest, make it hard to lose. Very, very hard to lose. Of course, teams can lose games, but it's the manner of the loss. But I guess it boils down to also levels in terms of the team where they're at. But with those two, I strongly believe it's going to be a dogfight.
I think you said it right, and what you said, I think in particular might fancy the SOUFRIERE team. I think they've been in quite a few of the games that they've played, and they've just not got the rub of the green, so to speak. They've been unfortunate in some instances. They've been in some fierce battles as well, and it's just not gone their way. In football, I think sometimes you also need a little bit of luck along with your skill and tactical nous, but there's also a little bit of luck that you need as well.
That's correct. But meantime, we see some good interplay there by Canaries. Interesting. Casillas just putting one on his man. That should be a very interesting contest. What's his name again?
Jardel Philip.
Jardel, right. Jardel, who's a good player himself. So 2 top players are going to have a battle it out. referee. Not quick to card, just speaking with him, letting him be aware that, caution him, let him be aware, okay, I'm on to this, be careful next time. Messi is full of tricks. So, again, what I like about this too, if I was in Casillas' place, I would take it to him again. Next time I meet him, I'll take it to him again just to see how he fends, knowing fully well that he has already been warned.
You need to put the referee under some pressure as well.
That's right.
Get the referee trying to make a decision. Jadel Phillip, though, he's done something that nobody else has been able to do for this edition of the Semi-Pro Football League, Critic. He's the only player to score against Leclerc. A lovely free kick down in VFR off of his
yes.
trusty left foot.
That's the only goal Leclerc have conceded.
Correct.
Yeah. Here's another opportunity. This one is a corner. Let's see if they can. Bad.
I think Canaries have to try to see how they can get MacArthur Louis on the ball. Whether it be in a position where he's running at his defender or playing him in behind with his pace, getting a ball crossed to him on his head. But they need to find a way to get MacArthur Louis involved in the game, particularly as Donovan Jean-Baptiste is not available. These are generally the two trigger men we see for Canaries.
Yeah, you talk about you basically saying that they need to play to their strength. And look, he's on the ball right now, trying to put in a diagonal for Casillas. Just underhit this one. But it's correct. You try to play to the players who can produce for you, and certainly MacArthur can score or chip in for an assist as well.
Of course, SOUFRIERE will be buoyed by the return of Wendell Joseph in the defense. He was a miss last game. It's no secret, he's one of my favorite defenders. Very silky, very smooth, very good in the tackle, good distributing the ball, good on the ball.
Yeah, you have to refer to him as Rio.
As in Rio Ferdinand.
Yeah, there's a Kia Rio as well, a vehicle. There's a Serato. When distance. But so far, not bad at all. Some good exchanges between both teams. We just saw a little overhit pass there by SOUFRIERE, but clearly we can see the intent, Eli, that they're trying to come through the middle by putting passes together. That's SOUFRIERE. Meanwhile, we just mentioned that MacArthur should be part of it, and we just saw a route one pass to him. So it's intricacy, and of course, to a certain extent, Canaries trying to get their man involved as early as possible.
Well, funny enough, you spoke about referring to Wendell as Rio. The number 7 for Canaries is actually Rio Longville, and he was the one that gave that route one pass down the middle for MacArthur Louis. So, Jane intercepted well.
Game has a good energy and a good pace to it.
I mean, they can possess the ball, they can play on the counter, they can press high, they can drop deep and be compact.
You are very correct. It's a team. I think the only thing this Canaries team lacks is depth. You know, we mentioned a lot of players, but the level doesn't stay the same when they make a substitution or if they have a situation where that particular player cannot play. They lack they lack depth, but in terms of football knowledge, their skill, they're up there. They just don't have the personnel to really carry them over the line. You know, for example, you have McCaffrey, you know, you have David Henry on the bench, but David Henry is a little not David anymore.
Elva is missing from the squad today as well.
Exactly.
As long as as well as Donovan.
Yeah.
So, I feel maybe if they have the entire squad together, maybe from an attacking and midfield perspective, they may just have a little bit of depth, but I don't think in defense, no. Probably need an extra body or two there.
Yeah.
SOUFRIERE is much the same, you know.
Yeah, well.
I think SOUFRIERE may want to strengthen the squad at some point in time. If not bring through a young player, or dip into the transfer market.
Yeah, you go out there and do some scouting and strengthening the areas where strength is needed. Because, of course, this is what the likes of Leclerc do. Leclerc always strengthening a position of strength. And, of course, when you get this situation where you may just need some players here and there, you make an offer and see how best, because I know there are loads of footballers in St. Lucia. It's just a matter of trying to put that correct squad together. That should have been a better pass. Good turn in midfield. Here's Cassius. Possession there by Canaries.
This youngster, Jaden Longville, the number 14 for Canaries. Look out for him. He will have some cameos in the game. He may not give you the consistency because of his age, just 15 years. But he will have some little cameos in the game where he can go past a marker. He can, give a telling pass. Look out for him during the course of the game, Critic. Nice bit of skill there.
Good recovery. Good. Yeah, he's this player covering up for him. Yeah, I've watched him for quite a bit in the season. He wears number 14. He should be wearing number 15, I think, just to
match his age.
That's right. That's to stamp his age. But he's one for the future. Definitely, he's a youngster who has a good football brain. You could see his touch. You could see his vision, like you mentioned, Eli. It's just it's just that he's very young and not able to have that presence per se in terms of shooting from a distance. But he doesn't waste time with the football. When he gets the football, he tries to get rid of it as soon as possible. One touch or two touch, and the ball is out. If you look at how he plays, one touch, and he's on to another part of the field. So he's definitely one for the future for Canaries.
Well, he's definitely in the right family. He's a Longville, Jaden Longville. So he has all of the experience from the standpoint of players and the coaches around him to guide him accordingly.
Yeah. Yeah, once he continues in that vein, football will become very simple for him because it's about memory muscle, and ensuring that you know what you're about. And if you're from age 15, you already can make the squad for Canaries. It shows that he has football within him. Well, of course, it's a football family, and good guidance, staying off injury. Again, one for the future. But so far, it's been a nice game. No major incidents per se. Both teams still trying to put in that telling pass and get on the score sheet. SOUFRIERE, loads of possession. Canaries has had their stint as well. I think this is the third time that this player has been fouled. I think every time he touches the football, he goes down. Let us see what SOUFRIERE can muster up. There's our guy behind that football, the dangerous left foot.
Yep.
He might just be going for goal based on the height of the goalkeeper.
I think that'll be ambitious, but he does go for goal.
Yeah. Did go for goal, but he chose power over accuracy.
For a while, I thought he was shooting at a goal in SOUFRIERE. That one was way over.
Yeah. Tough pass. So throw into Canaries.
He saw with a nice ball there, unable to be corralled by his teammate.
But good range, good range of pass. Yeah, good range of pass by Tiso. And he will bring some, if he continues to play, be available for Canaries, he's going to bring some stability to the back line. It's a pity that some players are missing, like So what you really want to have a good run, Eli, in the league, is to have a consistent basis of the right players always available. Goalkeeper
well
making
done
himself
by goalkeeper.
big. But a good through ball there by SOUFRIERE.
Well, if he continues, as you say, Bradley Tiso, I think he has a perfect partner in Kingsley Henry, who's missing from the squad today. A strong, powerful central defender. You take that and you pair it with the finesse and tenacity of a Bradley Tiso, makes for a good defense partnership.
Yeah, again, like I was saying, that to have a good run in the league, you need the availability of your top players. So you have instances where players are missing due to circumstances or injuries, but a team who wants to go far would always want to have their best players available.
So far, it's been an interesting contest. I think we have a player down there for Canaries. MacArthur Louis, it looks like. They definitely don't want to see him being unable to continue, and by the grimace on his face, he's in some sort of discomfort.
You took a tough challenge and fell down. So but those guys are young, Eli. Those guys are strong. So those guys should be able to, take in those tackles. He'll be all right.
Generally, he's not one that stays down.
Yeah, I think he'll be all right. Meantime, you see the SOUFRIERE team, just not basically a huddle, but just speaking among themselves in terms of what they think they can do to get one over Canaries. You see them trying to discuss getting some new instructions there. Although there are one or two Canaries guys just...
From the looks of it, MacArthur looks like he just got the wind maybe knocked out of him there. Looks like he's just catching himself again. Doesn't look like he suffered any sort of injury per se. No, the collision may have just winded him just a little bit.
Yeah. So it's possession to SOUFRIERE. They seem to be the team more likely to score in this first half. Just based on their movement and the little opportunities that they have created just on top of the area. We saw the goalkeeper making a big save earlier on. Two little blemishes in terms of corners. So they seem to be the one with the little impetus so far in the first half.
Yeah, Canaries has not really presented a goal threat. As yet, there was one shot very early on, very tame, just into the midst of the SOUFRIERE keeper, Cleonte, I'll say. But what I can say is that Canaries is the sort of team that At any point in time, they can switch on. Put
Something
you
out
under
of
pressure.
nothing.
Yeah, put
Yeah,
you
you're
under
correct.
pressure for some time.
Yeah.
Very neat and tidy by Inanko Sylvester, and then he passes it to a Canaries player. And then MacArthur Louis returns the favor.
That's similar. Yeah, good play there by the skipper for Canaries, going all the way back.
Yeah, doing Jabati is very solid. Midfield, he's a mainstay, one of those players always available for Canaries. All-purpose midfielder.
Also has a presence, his size.
Yeah. He can play the holding role. He can play the number 8 role. He has a goal in him as well. Can make a pass. Good player.
Very good player. Meantime, here is Tisson. Searching pass upfield. Dove. Yeah, player screaming for that pass on the right side, but Dove insisted on having a shot.
I don't fault him. I think he was in a more dangerous position than the player asking for the ball. Good use of his body there, Dove. Putting a foul in a relatively dangerous area. And I expect to see the likes of MacArthur Louis circling around that. Doing Jabati circling around that. Of course, normally Donovan Jabati would be the one in that sort of area.
But
it's Rio Longville.
That is his sort of range, actually.
Looks like it's Rio Longville that will be taking this one. Deputizing in the center of defense today.
Goalkeeper, of course, setting up that wall.
Oh!
The ball.
Off the crossbar there.
Player handling the ball in the when he came off the bar. Player just handling that ball, but a very good free kick there by Longville.
As we check the replay, flush onto the
upright.
The crossbar, actually. Hit the crossbar. Flush on.
End-to-end action. Again, it's a derby, so that's what's expected. From one box to the next. Now we see Canaries with a spell of possession.
The funny thing is, critic, they're saying derby's form goes out the window, but both of these teams are currently searching for some form in the league. Bradley Joseph now on the ball.
Good defending there. Good interception. Canaries back in possession. Played towards the left side. MacArthur able to control, putting a cross. Sort of disappointment there by number 12. Too feeble in his approach. SOUFRIERE battling it out, keeping possession. Good pass there from Longville. Cassius look to take on his one, cuts inside. And is fouled again. Many a times, Eli, we see Cassius looking to cut, which is normal from the winger, cutting inside. But I'm just wondering if sometimes he can stay on the inside and make his route a little shorter. Sort of try to mix it up with the person marking him. Because when he stays on the too wide, it makes it easy to be marked. Yes, you cut in, but sometimes you have to mix it up just to throw off the defense.
And he has the
SOUFRIERE.
technical ability to do so.
Yeah.
I recall there was a game we were, calling, and you made the point that sometimes he needs to take on more responsibility.
And he scored in that game,
Yeah, and he
just
did.
after he said,
just after he said so.
Yeah,
yes.
he scored, yeah.
I think he scored and provided an assist.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
But tonight is the night. If he's going to be taking on more responsibility, tonight is definitely the night to
I think every time he plays, he
do
should.
so.
I think every time he has the experience, he has the skill, he has the know-how. Plus, he has a dangerous, cultured left foot. So he's supposed to make it the norm when he plays. Carry Canaries on his back, and let's see what happens.
Well, when you carry the nickname Messi,
So,
a lot is expected of you.
You're correct.
The unmistakable figure of Kevin Clovis in midfield there for SOUFRIERE. Despite his size, he gets about the pitch,
Yeah, indeed he does. What I like about him too is his name. What's his last name?
Clovis.
And there's a song, Partner All Down SOUFRIERE.
So that's what they won.
I think the partner name is Clovis.
You think Clovis have to put an alarm on the car?
I think so, Bearing knocking, tech. Corner comes in. Here's the situation, Eli!
And the goal!
Here's the situation.
And of
MacArthur.
course, it's MacArthur Louis.
Yes. And the corner, of course, was taken by Cassius. MacArthur finding himself on the back pole, unmarked, and just able to slot home. The defense of SOUFRIERE would certainly will be at fault. Look at how clear he is there, unmarked, and just able to strike from the area. So one of the big figures for Canaries, opening the scoring between Canaries and SOUFRIERE, MacArthur. The number, 1-0.
And we did see a little earlier on, he's one of the trigger men. And they need to get him on the ball. That's what he can produce when he's provided with the correct service. He's one of those players alongside Obafemi Poyot, who I prefer to see. And there he is again.
Slamming this one this
And
time.
there he does again.
Getting himself a brace in the first half. The fans from Canaries very much ecstatic. MacArthur giving you the Jokeres celebration. He must be an Arsenal fan. And similar, Jokeres just scored a brace recently. And now we have MacArthur scoring a brace. He must be an Arsenal fan.
36th and 37th minute, a minute apart. Well, seconds apart, actually.
Yeah, Canaries certainly turning up the excitement at the Francis Babalastic grounds. First person to score a brace at the Francis Babalastic ground. Am I correct, Eli?
Correct.
Yeah.
And just a little earlier on, I was making a point. SOUFRIERE looked like the team more likely to score. And I was saying that Canaries can just switch on at any point in time.
Yeah, you're correct, Eli.
And then a double.
And that's the beauty of football, yeah. As much as SOUFRIERE were in threatening positions and having more shots and all of that, but it's all about making it count. And this is certainly what MacArthur did, getting 2 opportunities in a space of a minute. And here he goes again.
And Longville with a ball in, and he's in again.
Oh my God! He already set up the goalkeeper, Eli. All he had to do was to drag.
I think he showed the goalkeeper where he was going.
Yes, but he had to. He could have shown, but the drag. Yeah, but good excitement here at the grounds. Certainly, the mood has changed. MacArthur just missed out on this one. I still think he can score, you know.
Would have been a 3-minute hat trick.
Yes,
too.
yes.
46, 47, and 48 minutes.
It would be very interesting. Very, very interesting. But he did show, but I thought he would continue. I thought he would continue. He would want to watch the replay of this one and make amends. But the excitement certainly has built up. Canaries.
Well, you sort of saw there the importance of having a central defender that could play out from the back, because Rio Longville normally plays in midfield, and he was able to clip that ball with precision, just with enough weight, enough loft over the defender into the path of Louis. And there he goes again.
This time for Messi throwing this. Oh my goodness, Eli. MacArthur setting up Cassius, similar to what Yamal did earlier today, missing from right there. Oh my goodness.
Should have been 4.
Should have been 4.
Because Canaries doesn't want to be ruining those chances.
Canaries making opportunities, missing opportunities, taking opportunities.
Would have been 4 goals in 4 minutes.
Wow.
Or it should have been 4 goals
in
4 minutes, I should say.
But the good thing about this as well is that they are creating chances. You know, earlier on it was all about SOUFRIERE, but now they have scored 2 and they're still creating. It would be nice and dandy if they took those chances, but the coaching staff of Canaries would be pleased knowing that they're up 2 and they're still able to create.
I think you need to take your chances, though, Critic, especially seeing how tight the teams in 5 through 6 are in the league. You know, if you can get an opportunity to rack up additional goals, you take it. And obviously you want to get those 3 points as well. That's going to be vital later down in the season. You want to set yourself up well.
Most definitely. Meantime, I'm just watching the replay. MacArthur enjoying himself.
I think he'll be mad at himself, though.
Yeah. Because, like you said, he showed what side, but I thought he would show and drag it to the other side. The goalkeeper would have been beaten by all accounts.
I think he'll be mad at himself for not scoring. I think Cassius will be mad at himself as well.
Cassius had to show more composure in the area. Just calm yourself and just tuck it in. Yeah.
Slot it in, yeah.
Just calm yourself.
No need for power there.
Yeah, not at all. Empty goal, basically.
SOUFRIERE definitely rattled a little bit there by that onslaught there by Canaries. I think you could consider that Canaries just got 4 big chances in a row. So they will be looking to try to regain their composure and see how they can come back into this fixture. MacArthur Louis on the left channel again.
Yeah. SOUFRIERE is going to have a lot of work to do. Because to mount a challenge or to mount a comeback, you probably have to expose yourself a bit, not only in midfield, but in defense as well, because you probably need more players in attack to assist. So let's see how they're going to fare with this one. Here comes MacArthur again. The flag is already up. But again, good passing there by Longville. I don't know who is the coach for this Canaries team, but it seems that it's a Longville thing, you know.
It's a Longville thing.
It's a Longville thing. Good coaching, good passing, good rhythm. Certainly good rhythm, you know. Again, you mentioned, Eli, that Longville normally plays in midfield. but now you could see his midfield skill being employed from the back, because
Yeah.
look at the range
Yeah.
of passes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not normally what a defender would do. But if you are a midfielder, you certainly have a good range.
And I think it's double trouble though, because his defensive partner Bradley Tiso also has demonstrated he has the range
Good
of passing as well.
Yes, yes, yes. And I'll tell you something, Eli. As much as McCaffrey has been the one to grab the headlines with the 2 goals, but you see young Longville in midfield, number 14.
Yes. Keeps it ticking.
This guy he's so graceful in what he does. He doesn't hold on to the football, and he gets a lot of instructions as well from his players.
He also doesn't hide. Sometimes you find
Yes.
players trying to go into little pockets and not at a good angle to receive a pass. But yeah, they're in space, but not in a position to be. He shows himself for the ball. He
Yes.
comes and he's not afraid to take contact, even though he's the smallest guy on the pitch.
Yeah, I think he plays like an 8. More like an 8. I wouldn't give him a 10 because, I wouldn't give him a 10 just yet. But he plays more like an 8. And as time goes by, probably he can develop his skills. But for now, I can see him playing as a number 8. Very good player.
You can see him now dropping with his marker, now leaving his marker as they've regained possession. So tactically, he seems to know what he's about as well. And there he is on the ball now.
On control and pass. Simple. His job is done. Certainly, Canaries good control of the game. Not much time in terms of the half. Just keeping that ball ticking. Big man in the middle. Here's young Longville trying to play a one-touch pass into the area.
You know something, just an observation, critic, and as somebody who's played the game, for several years at a very high level. When you're a SOUFRIERE team and you've played well in games but not gotten the results, and you continue to not get the results, how does that weigh on your psyche?
I think it's very difficult. I think that's the job of the coach, to find some motivational factor. I remember when we played that we always had something that we want to aspire to do. And as much as it hasn't been going their way, but you always look for something to try to inspire the youngsters to continue with the journey and see what they can come up. Because this game is so hard to build a win streak, but you must find something. You must find something. Whether you take them on a trip, whether you take them by the beach, you find something to still keep that bond, to still keep that fire within themselves. If you don't do that, you're going to lose that entire team. So aside from football, you always try to find something that they can do as a group to keep them together. Because Eli as well, there are some very good players on the SOUFRIERE team,
Oh, indeed.
There are some players that can make the difference. But as a group, for example, the SOUFRIERE team needs a focal point of attack, somebody who can score goals for them. There must be somebody in SOUFRIERE, must be somebody in that league who can take chances up top.
Well, they did have a shot. I don't know what's wrong. It seemed to be a very long-term injury, but Vardy, I think is the nickname, dreadlocked, redskin, clinical finisher. We saw him in the year that SOUFRIERE won the Black Heart, featured in the finals and scored for SOUFRIERE. Very much what you call a target man, somebody you could play the ball up to, can hold up the ball, has pace to run in behind, good in the air. Similar traits to McCaffrey Louis. Not sure if he's probably, maybe in a one-on-one duel, Louis might have an edge on him there, as in taking on your man or going past your man with a dribble. And so we've come to the end of the first half. It's 2-0 in favor of Canaries. McCaffrey Louis on the score sheet in the 36th and 37th minute. And they should have added 2 more in the 38th and 39th. But as it stands, it's 2-0. Canaries over SOUFRIERE.
Yeah, good first half.
Semi-Pro Football League. Feel the passion, feel the vibe. Leveraging football to transform lives. St. Lucia Semi-Pro Football League. Let's go! One shot to create your greatness. It's your time to make your name. It's more than just a way of life. This is more than just a game. This is one more reason why we unite with each other. So here comes one more season. This is football to unite the world. When we come alive, we just excite the world. Celebrate emotions and ignite the world. Let's make sure everybody knows it's the Semi-Pro League and this is what we love. Let's go. Whoa, oh, oh, this is what we love. Whoa, oh, oh, this is what we love. Let's play. Whoa, oh, oh, this is what we love. This is a beautiful game and this is what we love. St. Lucia Semi-Pro Football League. Leveraging football to transform lives.
My journey into business began in one of the hardest moments of my life. In 2020, I lost my job from the hotel industry and my husband was temporarily laid off from his.
As a couple with young kids, at the time, we had to ensure that we had a steady income.
We decided to convert the lower floor of my home into vacation rentals. But we needed support to grow.
The credit union couldn't go any further and financing felt out of reach.
But everything changed when we were introduced to Elite Builders Capital, a product made just for us from Bank of St. Lucia.
With their help, we completed our last 2 units. 2 of our villas were inspired by our kids, Melo for Melody and Samo for Samuel.
Now we have 6 fully furnished villas ready for more guests.
From the time I knock my knee, I think the eyesight go in.
But what's your knee have to do with your eyes?
Well, that's why I came for a checkup.
Côté Cots Optical, ou pas besoin d'appointment, avec examination yo toujours free. Docteur a bien indiqué un travail. Ou sa joindre lunettes à ce qu'on dit. Avec si on est 4 discount NIC, ou kay joindre 50% discount plus. Changer. Frame pour lunettes ka commencer à $1.
Cots Optical, on jésus moi. Higher purchase là, on jésus nous moi.
Shop with confidence at Courts. Get the lowest prices guaranteed. Shop with confidence and save big on appliances, furniture, electronics, and so much more. If you find a lower price on any other products elsewhere, we'll match the price. Plus, we'll give you back 110% of the difference. Plus, with Ready Finance, shop today and pay later. No fine print and no tricks. Only at Courts. Bringing value home. Special conditions apply.
My name is Roycelyn Terrence and I've been riding for 17 years. What I enjoy most about riding, the adrenaline rush that comes with it. One of the reasons I believe that bikers get into accidents, you get so caught up in enjoying riding that you don't remember it's not only you on the road. A couple years ago, I was in a bike accident, could have lost my life, but luckily for me, I had this helmet. This is what saved my life and this is why I'm here with you today to share this testimonial. I'm telling you to stay safe, be vigilant and wear your helmet.
Feel the thunder of the pitch, the roar of the crowd, and witness the rising of our nation. St. Lucia, this is the Semi-Professional Football League Season 2. 2 epic tournaments, 143 electrifying matches, 10 venues, 1 island, 1 heartbeat. From June to December 2025, 20 district football leagues will face off. Every match is a battle, every goal is a statement, and every fan is part of the legacy. Who will rise to victory? Play your schedule and be part of history. Visit semiprofootballleague.com and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube for full match fixtures, live coverage, updates, and behind the scenes access. This is our season where passion lives and purpose leads.
This is a beautiful game and this is what we love. St. Lucia Semi-Pro Football League.
Leveraging football to transform lives.
Dream big, make it your own. Home Sweet gets you any style of home. Be yourself saying home sweet home. With a home sweet mortgage, you are number one. Home Sweet, Home Quest, Home Flex, Home Switch. Need a new home, we get it. Home Sweet, Home Quest, Home Flex, Home Switch. Act now and you won't regret it. POSL. Bank of St. Lucia's enhanced home sweet mortgages are designed around you. Home Flex, a home equity line of credit. Home Quest, for professionals building new dreams. And Home Switch, time to bring your mortgage home to us. Home Sweet Mortgages, make it your own. Home Sweet, Home Quest, Home Flex, Home Switch. Need a new home, we get it. POSL. For more information, call 456-6999 or go to bankofstlucia.com. POSL.
In the heart of every community lies a dream waiting to come true as a journey begins. We dribble through life's hurdles, breaking down its barriers, looking beyond the horizon. Lessons are learned, friendships are forged, and strength is birthed from within. Beyond tactics and goals, we strive as a team. With discipline and perseverance, we advance. Through every kick, stumble, and victory, our lives are changing, and together we rise.
It's not just a game. Football is our life.
The St. Lucia Semi-Pro Football League, leveraging football to transform lives.
This is the Semi-Pro Football League. Feel the passion, feel the vibe. Leveraging football to transform lives. St. Lucia Semi-Pro Football League. Let's go! One shot to create your greatness. It's your time to make your name. It's more than just a way of life. This is more than just a game. This is one more reason why we unite with each other. So here comes one more season. This is football to unite the world. When we come alive, we just excite the world. Celebrate emotions and ignite the world. Let's make sure everybody knows it's the Semi-Pro League and this is what we love. Let's go! Oh, 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 this is what we love. This is what we love. St. Lucia Semi-Pro Football League.
Leveraging football to transform lives.
My journey into business began in one of the hardest moments of my life. In 2020, I lost my job from the hotel industry and my husband was temporarily laid off from his.
As a couple with young kids, at the time, we had to ensure that we had a steady income.
We decided to convert the lower floor of my home into vacation rentals. But we needed support to grow.
The credit union couldn't go any further and financing felt out of reach.
But everything changed when we were introduced to Elite Builders Capital, a product made just for us from Bank of St. Lucia.
With their help, we completed our last 2 units. 2 of our villas were inspired by our kids. Melo for Melody and Samo for Samuel.
Now we have 6 fully furnished villas ready for more guests.
From the time I knock my knee, I think the eyesight go in.
But what your knee have to do with your eyes?
Well, that's why I came for a checkup.
Kote Cots Optical ou pa besoin appointment ek examinasyon yo toujours free. Docteur a bien indiqué en travail li. Ou sa joindre lunette ou asiko di. Ek si ou ni 4 discount NIC ou ka joindre 50% discount plus. Changer. Frame pour lunette ou ka commencer à $1.
Cots Optical, ou an jeziye mwen. Haya purchase la, ou an jejounou mwen.
Shop with confidence at Courts. Get the lowest prices guaranteed. Shop with confidence and save big on appliances, furniture, electronics, and so much more. If you find a lower price on any other products elsewhere, we'll match the price. Plus, we'll give you back 110% of the difference. Plus, with ready finance, shop today and pay later. No fine print and no tricks. Only at Courts. Bringing value home. Special conditions apply.
My name is Roycelyn Terrence and I've been riding for 17 years. What I enjoy most about riding, the adrenaline rush that comes with it. One of the reasons I believe that bikers get into accidents, you get so caught up in enjoying riding that you don't remember that it's not only you on the road. A couple years ago, I was in a bike accident, could have lost my life, but luckily for me, I had this helmet. This is what saved my life, and this is why I'm here with you today to share this testimonial. I'm telling you to stay safe, be vigilant, and wear your helmet.
Feel the thunder of the pitch, the roar of the crowd, and witness the rising of our nation. St. Lucia, this is the Semi-Professional Football League Season 2. 2 epic tournaments, 143 electrifying matches, 10 venues, 1 island, 1 heartbeat. From June to December 2025, 20 district football leagues will face off. Every match is a battle, every goal is a statement, and every fan is part of the legacy. Who will rise to victory? Play your schedule and be part of history. Visit semiprofootballleague.com and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube for full match fixtures, live coverage, updates, and behind the scenes access. This is our season where passion lives and purpose leads.
This is a beautiful game and this is what we love.
St. Lucia Semi-Pro Football League.
Leveraging football to transform lives.
Dream big, make it your own. Home sweet gets you any style of home. Be yourself saying home sweet home with a home sweet mortgage. You are number one. Home sweet, home quest, home flex, home switch. See that new home, we get it. Home sweet, home quest, home flex, home switch. Act now when you won't regret it. POSL. Bank of St. Lucia's enhanced home sweet mortgages are designed around you. Home flex.
And we're back. Second half action. Canaries leading versus SOUFRIERE 2-0. Careful for brace in the first half. Will SOUFRIERE mount a famous comeback? Or shall we see an acceleration of the score?
Well, if Canaries continue this half how they ended the first half, SOUFRIERE may need a brace because they'll be hurt.
foul on number 6. Of course, I did mention if anybody could get on the score sheet for SOUFRIERE, it would be he. Tall, lanky, but he has a good football brain, has good technique as well. That free kick, of course, would want to come across with some pace and just to drop like a dime on the penalty spot where someone can get something onto it. Too flat. Awkward clearance there by SOUFRIERE. However, they were able to get out of trouble. Bradley coming across in sort of a Superman effort. Keeper, timely save. It's a little flick on, but he was certainly up for it.
CANARIES has made a change, not too sure exactly.
I just want to show you somebody, Eli, that's walking below the gantry. You know, this is Buju, right? So this is senior Buju. So this is Buju's father who plays for Leclerc. Quite a player as well.
The original Buju.
Yeah, quite a player as well. Played for VSADC. Remember, he put a little half inch on me on the Marshall Field. CYO versus VSADC. The game continues. Cross field. Cassius in control now. Good defending there. The CANARIES players certainly enjoying themselves based upon the communication. It's a corner to CANARIES right now. They continue to lead. Have a little stoppage in terms of a player needing some assistance, a little injury. Ball going out of touch. A lot of corners being conceded there by SOUFRIERE. This time they were able to clear. Now it's a throw into Canaries. Played across the defense. Was the left side. SOUFRIERE keeping possession and trying to see how best they can pull one back. Trying to play MacArthur in. He seems to be the one in form in terms of scoring goals. Dove trying to connect with MacArthur. A little too strong of a pass. Okay, Canaries in possession, playing from the back quite comfortably. The goalkeeper getting a touch. Using the good take by the goalkeeper from SOUFRIERE. Despite the scoreline being 2-0, we still see the SOUFRIERE team pushing, because that's what you need to do to get back into the contest, possess the football. Good clearance there by Canaries. Possession all the way towards the top end. Interesting effort there. Leads into a corner for SOUFRIERE. A little too much on this one. Good interception. Messi would have been disappointed. Castles would have been disappointed not putting MacArthur through. So the battle continues between SOUFRIERE and Canaries. Canaries, of course, having the better of the spoils so far. Certainly a foul on MacArthur, trying a big diagonal pass. It's a foul on him, so it's a free kick to Canaries. quick free kick taken there by Canaries. Interesting pass there by SOUFRIERE. Ball comes in. Goalkeeper able to deal with it and immediately throws Canaries into a counter-attack. Good passing there by Canaries. This should warrant a card. Messi putting some trickery there. Beaten by pace. And if you missed Eli's voice, he made a trip to the bakery and brought me back a cake.
Bake me a cake as fast as you can.
Well, it's still 2-0 in favor of Canaries. Some good exchanges, Eli. We just saw Cassius putting some trickery and able to win a free kick. And as I say so, the heavens have opened again. But the rain lends itself to what's happening. Ball comes across, going
Dangerous
for goal.
ball across too.
There you have it. As a matter of fact, a player even called it before. Player called it before. He said, Rio goal.
It's an error. I think I can put that down as a goalkeeping error by Cleonte. I'll say not dealing with it well enough. If you're going to punch the ball, you need to get it clear of your penalty area.
You need to punch the ball.
Punched it onto the penalty spot, and Rio Longville was there to graciously accept.
You get a gift like that on a Sunday evening, you just take it.
Any given Sunday. I know MacArthur Louis has scored a brace, but if you ask me, because of the fact that he has just come onto the score sheet, I would probably say that Rio Longville has been the standout player for Canaries in this game thus far. His distribution at the back, when he was asked to play in the center of defense, was absolutely excellent. He held on the fort as Kingsley Henry is in the game now, came in at the half. And now in a more familiar midfield role, he's showing you he can also add goals to the game as well.
Basically, Canaries utility player. As a matter of fact, the coach was even shouting at him to put more effort. And that effort paid off. He got on the score sheet. It's a goal kick now for Canaries. Simple, just to keep possession. SOUFRIERE still continue to battle. This is one thing I like about the SOUFRIERE team. Despite the tough luck, and they've been in games and they have missed chances, they still continue to play. They still continue to play. They don't ever argue among themselves. they still continue to play and hope and pray that something can fall for them. Like I said, eventually SOUFRIERE, the regime, the technical staff will have to go on a scouting trip and try to reinforce that team because they do have some good principles about themselves. It's just that they lack personnel. Here's a shot. It was a sort of a shot or a missed shot, but it was guided onto the goal. It would be interesting to see who got their foot onto it. It was a shot off target. There you go. And the skipper, Jordan, just find himself just not offside, but it was like a shot made pass into a goal.
Correct.
So it's 2-1.
Inanko Sylvester with the shot. And the captain was jolly on the spot to make sure that it got into the right area away from the goalkeeper. Interesting scoreline there, 3-1. Canaries previously have relinquished the leads. Of course, it's a more comfortable lead there, 3-0, which has now been reduced by 1.
Again, that has put a little pep in the step of the SOUFRIERE players, getting on the score sheet. That's what goal scoring does. You get that energy from where you don't even know. Foul on the SOUFRIERE player, ball going up. SOUFRIERE pulling one back. Now putting some passes together. Still in possession, a throw into SOUFRIERE.
SOUFRIERE is a team that wants to play possession football. I say wants to because it doesn't always work out in their favor. And sometimes I feel that they don't recognize when they should change it up and probably go a little bit more direct.
But won't these instructions come from the technical area?
Well, their coach, Liam France, is not on the bench today. Assistant coach is deputizing, and you're correct.
Yeah,
but sometimes you kind of feel like senior players on the pitch. Sometimes it's difficult for the coach to get word across from the bench, but senior players on the pitch, you like to see sometimes that they quickly reorganize players and recognize the situation.
I get your point. Sometimes coaches are defiant of players taking their own responsibility. They will tell you who asked you to do that. Where did you learn that? You know. So players basically operate on instructions from the coaches. I mean, if you have a situation that it's a desperate situation, then maybe you can do so. I think just to take it upon themselves and just do it would be defiant. So you don't want that kind of situation between players and coach.
Yeah, valid point there.
Tough luck there. Tough luck.
Ever notice in the penalty area how the whistle tends to go quicker for the defenders than the attackers?
Yeah, the defenders are part of the game, so they must have the moment as well. But I understand where you're coming from. Referees always come to their rescue.
And that's not a semi-pro thing, eh? This is football on a whole.
Bradley Tisson down for a few, back up.
Would compose the play by SOUFRIERE there. Working the ball all the way out from the back and into the attacking third.
Yeah, good composure, especially when Canaries tried to employ sort of a midway press. But SOUFRIERE was able to get past that, cut back in the area and desperate defending. There's one thing that the semi-pro always takes care of our eating needs. As you know, empty bags don't stand.
Full bags don't bend either.
Tonight we've
so
been
be careful.
tonight we've been served roti. Quite tasty, I might add. So it's good.
Of course, in the distance, we can see the defending champions warming up. Clash of the champions in the second fixture. One defending and one attacking. Of course, Leclerc, the defending champions of the Premier League. And Vifor South, they will be trying to attack the champions because they are the champions of the last year's Super League. Obviously, been promoted to the Premier League. They can defend that championship. There's going to be a clash of champions coming up next. And what a way to usher that in. So far, we've had 4 goals in this fixture, the opening fixture this Sunday night at the Francis Babalastic grounds. Longville with a ball in. You can see here Canaries trying to keep control of the ball. Cassius Joseph unable to slot in MacArthur Louis. That probably looked like one of the easiest passes he would have had to have made tonight and just wasn't able to get it right. Louis already rolling off the shoulder of Wendell Joseph and looking to get in on Leonte Alce to seal his hat trick, which he should have had in the first half.
I still think he can get it. Just have to time his runs and make the passes connect. Seems to be the problem now for Canaries. They're able to get out if they have, but in the final third, passes are not sticking. Meantime, it's a corner to SOUFRIERE.
And look at that!
Flag
The
up,
offside flag goes up.
Saved by the bell.
Screech. It's the principal's name. I'm Mr. Belding.
That's right. You can see you watch a lot of television growing up.
He brought back some memories there, man. Saved by the bell.
Yeah, number 20. Just ran out of real estate there. But the possession is clearly in the half of, I say so.
Jean-Baptiste not having the best spell in the game right now. Is conceded possession on a couple of occasions. Maybe the legs are starting to get heavy.
I was just thinking to myself that Dove seems to have run his race. A lot of poor touches and just giving the ball away. The solo pass I think he wanted to do. Player goes down and guess who?
Lucia Baptiste. Say a pleasant good evening to Alima down in SOUFRIERE, youth worker. Pleasant good evening, my darling, and first thank you to the stream.
Is it
for being on the stream?
Is it Alima or Alima?
Well, Alima would be a little animal.
No. Alima.
It's Alima. Alima is an animal.
Fair enough, but it's also a name. Could be
I think it's Alima.
I think it's Alima.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that person has good aim.
Yeah.
Good night to you, my dear. If you're watching the stream in SOUFRIERE, you must have good aim. So special good night to you, Alima. I know you're on the wrong end of the scoreline, Alima, but it's a good team. And since you're a youth worker, I'm going to charge you the responsibility to look for some male youth to help the SOUFRIERE team. I know SOUFRIERE have various quartets. You have Fosse Jacques, you have Barons Drive. There's so many little places, little pockets of SOUFRIERE. Yes, they have young people. You have young guys. Yeah. They have young people there. So Alima, next time you're on, you have to let us know what's happening. Meantime, it's a goal kick. Canaries, of course, comfortable at the back. Cassius just trying to ding this one. Ball continue in their possession.
Intensity of the game has just dwindled a little bit, critic. Of course, it's difficult to keep that level of intensity up for 90 minutes.
But I would have thought that, SOUFRIERE just scoring, they would want to, at least raise their press level. Not wanting to give Canaries time to turn and twist. For the kitchen sink at them. I mean, you have nothing to lose. You're already down 2. Just see if we could, rattle the defenders, shake the goalkeeper, somebody, take on a defender, Try to do something out of the ordinary.
And Canaries has a player down. Looks like a concern there. Was the trusty magic spray?
Doctor is coming on. So we might need more than magic spray.
Yeah, he took a bit of a knock there. Could see him holding on to sternum area there.
That's the right back.
Yeah. You can see Elias Jones, I believe it is. Yep, Elias Jones.
Good clearance there by Kingsley. Ball still within the area. to keep possession. And now we shall fight by SOUFRIERE. That pass was behind the player.
Not the time for that for sure. Definitely not the time for that.
Big diagonal pass there. Youngster Longville. Yeah. Good football by the youngster.
So he put the ball through the legs of the player.
Doing him dirty.
Another substitute, Dove Jean-Baptiste. Aloysius William in for Elias Jones, and then Dove Jean-Baptiste now being substituted.
SOUFRIERE able to deal with the trickery. Ball still came across in their area. SOUFRIERE trying their best to get back into the contest. Getting a free kick now. Again, the delivery is what you want at this stage. Can SOUFRIERE just put that ball in a corridor of uncertainty? Bradley had to intercept. He so had to stretch that neck muscle.
Been a very interesting fixture, critic. Not so much the last 10 odd minutes, but the first 75 minutes, very engrossing.
Corner comes in. Again, Canaries able to deal with it. Not much time left in the encounter. Canaries lead 3-1. It's another corner opportunity for SOUFRIERE. Ball still in the area. Whistle blows now, so it's a goal kick. See two substitutions right now for Canaries, just weighing in on the clock right now. You're managing the clock. The 3 points certainly are in the bag. McCarthy after scoring a brace coming out.
And in comes the veteran.
Veteran, the big guy, David Henry. David Henry, boy. It's another big guy.
It's Anthony Felix coming in there, number 5.
No, at one time, ESPN used to feature the world's strongest man. Canaries just brought on 2.
I think the world's strongest man is Mark Henry.
Yeah, but the ESPN used to make it a big feature. Those guys from Scandinavia and the areas, those guys are really strong.
Yes.
We have 2 from Canaries.
Think it's the bread?
I think so. We just want to seal off the game, just have those guys come in there, some touches. Not to outrun anybody, but just to kill off the clock.
Whole wheat?
Say that again?
Whole wheat?
No, Canaries bread. Canaries is not known for whole wheat. They just simply say Canaries bread. They don't say whole wheat, Eli. Why you buy that bread? Canaries. It's a situation, Eli, interesting enough, but again, like I said, despite the scoreline, this SOUFRIERE team will continue to play. They will continue to play. You know, it's like, they, I wouldn't say that they're happy, but they just want to play football. They want to play. It's just that they just lack the resources.
I'm still on the bread topic, When I was younger, bread that was very thick and heavy, you call it mastiff.
Mm-hmm.
And there was a famous bakery in Castries, Starry.
Mm-hmm.
You get some mastiff bread.
You are correct. Suspect you trying to call David Henry mastiff. Because he carries a mass. And he is stiff. Yeah, and I know you did geography at school. You did geography at Cadiz Comprehensive, and Mr. Roland Branch once used the term mass to you as well. So you're quite familiar with the word mass, Eli.
I believe he refers to it as an amorphous mass of protoplasm.
There you go. There you go. And in Carnival, there is a mass attack as well. I got you giving me. Let's get back to football. I know you all on the stream. You all enjoying that. Here's a chance, Eli. Messi will strike. Desperate defending there by SOUFRIERE. Desperate defending, but again, Messi known for his left foot. We're not able to get full purchase on this one. But desperate defending, certainly not allowing Canaries to get on the score sheet. I think we're into stoppage time. And
7 minutes.
Wow,
heavy.
Yeah, because we had a lot of stoppages.
It's indeed.
Yeah.
We did. If my ears don't deceive me, that almost sounds like rain coming in the distance.
Yeah, we have some showers in the area. Yeah, this number 14 is very impressive. I mean, for a 15-year-old to go full 90 minutes, that says a lot about the youngster. Sealed his place in this team, encouragement from the coach as well. And he has a good engine. Seems to be limping a bit. To pass there is David Henry trying to put on his size 12.
I was about to say to you, when you don't have a lot of mass, you can probably go the 90 minutes. But the Canaries deserving winners of this game. I think they created the more dangerous situations in the game. They should have probably have had 5 goals instead of their 3. There were 2 very clear-cut opportunities that they missed.
It's been very interesting. The flag went up, but Canaries were able to deal with it. The moans were coming from the crowd as well. But we have the goalkeeper down. We have a central defender down. We have number 14 down in midfield. And then we have the ball in the hands of Canaries. A lot is happening.
As we have this little break there, let's take some time to shout out Kendrick, man. One of the hard-working members of the technical crew. Kendrick providing us with all of those lovely photos. Our guys don't see what happens at the back, in the back end.
See you bigging up Kendrick. Kendrick it is, yeah?
Kendrick it is.
Anytime we have to beg somebody for a photo, I can't big you up, man.
The guy works hard, man, critic, man.
I agree.
Yeah, man.
I will never doubt the working hard.
He's all over the place.
But first and foremost, you have to start in-house. And then you move on. Eli.
That's why I'm bigging up Kendrick, because I know you don't appreciate how hard the guy works. You see, you're looking for a photo first.
Eli, one photo that Kendrick have of us. One.
And now that I've seen the proof, I will just ask Kendrick to not share any of the photos with you. Guys taking photos you don't even know, you're not even aware.
Good interception there by Canaries. Casillas trying to play a football. Player is offside for sure. Mess seconds left in this one. So said, so done.
It's 3-1 here in favor of Canaries. Canaries taking all 3 points to move up in the Semi-Pro Football League Premier League table. Goal scored by MacArthur Louis in the 36th and 37th. Should have had a hat-trick in the 38th. But Rio Longville moving up from his central defensive position early on in the match. Pushed up into midfield in the second half and gets on the score sheet as well. So for Tennyson Glasgow, it's myself, Elijah Williams. We'll catch you on the next game, which is V4 South versus Leclerc.